Hello, welcome to episode 117 of Your Ultimate Comeback. I'm your host, Brad, with my co-host, Raquel. How are you?
I'm good.
Excited to see you.
Thank you.
Everything good?
Excited to be seen.
It's always good.
Yeah.
We're on the right side of the grass.
Amen. Amen. Yes.
Oh, goodness. I thought today a question came up. I get a lot. And it's like, how much cardio should I do? How do I do my cardio? Like, how do I get all the workouts in a week?
Right.
With a lot of my clients are like, I don't do enough cardio. What do I need to do? I'm like, what do you mean you don't do enough cardio? And well, my doctor says I need more cardio, or this person says I should do more cardio. And like, how do I work that in? And I wanted to talk about a special training protocol that I like to use. It's kind of the base of my system, the base of the weight room system, that actually trains both the muscular system and the cardiovascular system really well. And it's a very different mentality and a very different effect. And it's actually been around since the 1960s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So as long as I've been around.
Yeah. It's old like you.
Old like me. I just want to say, though, everybody thinks you have to do cardio. That is definitely a thing.
Yeah. And so I think, like, ideally, if you have a lot of time, I think you traditionally lift weights 2 to 3 times a week.
Right.
Get a couple days a week of zone 2 cardio in, and 1 day a week of VO2 max training.
Okay.
You're dialed.
That's like putting all those,
Yeah, if you're busy, if you're overwhelmed, that's a lot of time to commit to training. I don't have that kind of time.
Right.
Most of my clientele doesn't have that kind of time. But like, in an ideal world, if you wanted to do them all separately, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Lift weights 2 to 3 times a week, traditional weight training. Get a couple days a week of zone 2, kind of long, slow cardio in, and 1 day a week of VO2 max training, and you're dialed.
Yes.
But what I want to talk about today is, what if you don't have that kind of time? What if you're someone, like, the idea of going running and the thought of what that's going to do to your joints comes into play? Like, I can't do that. I cannot go out for a long run. I will not be able to walk well for a week.
Yeah.
I just can't handle the constant pounding.
Right.
So what I want to share with you is this idea. It's called Peripheral Heart Action. Again, it was discovered in the 1960s. It's been around for a long time. And then, so that was the origination of it. And then one of my mentors, Charles Poliquin, the Germans actually took it and utilized it a lot and kind of perfected it. So Charles taught it to us as German body comp training.
Okay.
It's a way in which you can train the body to drop body fat, improve the system cardiovascularly, but at the same time, maintain or enhance strength and muscle mass a little bit. It's a great system to use.
Yes.
And most of my clientele are using that system.
They don't know.
They don't know. I mean, some of them know because they'll ask, but it sounds funny that you're training the cardiovascular system so hard, but you're not really sweating a lot.
True. It does sound funny.
Yeah. So so I want to kind of just dive into it a little bit and help people kind of understand what it is, how effective it is.
Yep.
I think middle-aged people, it's one of the most effective tools that we can use. And I'll use an example of how powerful it is. So I had a gentleman, I've actually asked him to be on the podcast because it is an ultimate comeback story.
Oh, yeah.
So this gentleman, I was training him for probably close to a year, using a lot of German body comp. He wanted to get leaner. He was a paddler, did a lot of conditioning stuff. So we got real aggressive with the German body comp with him. And, through the year, blood pressure was super low, resting heart rate was super low. His cardiologist was like high-fiving him, you're the epitome of cardiovascular health. And I think he'll tell the story better than I, because I'm kind of remembering it, but he heard a podcast about like a calcium score test. And so he wanted to go get it done and told his cardiologist he wanted to get it done. And they're like, you don't need that. Like, you're like the epitome of cardiovascular health, like your resting heart rate, the way his heart rate would recover from our workouts. Like, I mean, it was amazing. Blood pressure was super low, but he's like, look, I want to do it. So they okay, great. Calcium score comes back like crazy high. Calcium is like the amount of calcium built up in the arteries or whatever. Okay. The things that basically block the lead to heart attacks.
Sure.
So then they're like, whoa. So he wanted to do a more advanced test where they go in and see, and they do that, and the arteries were basically almost completely clogged. And they're like, how in the hell are you not dead?
Yeah.
Like, you should have had a heart attack 6 months ago. Immediately take him in, quadruple bypass surgery.
Oh my gosh. At what age?
He's in his early 60s, I think.
Okay.
But it fooled everyone.
Wow.
It fooled everyone.
Yeah.
What had happened was that we, through this style of training, had built a whole new realm of capillary beds to bypass the clogged arteries to keep the heart in a good place. And so that's one of the powerful benefits of this is that type of scenario. So basically the system had just worked its way around the clogs.
Oh, wow.
And kept him in a good place.
Yeah. So had he not been doing that style of training, that would have happened.
Potentially, yeah. Like he should have had what they call a widowmaker.
Oh, man.
But he didn't. And so he had a quadruple bypass surgery. He comes out of that. We now have him training this way again. And now he's about a year out of the surgery and off all medication.
Great.
Yeah. I think he's still on a little bit of cholesterol-lowering medications, but they're going to eventually pull him off of that. It's been an amazing scenario.
Wow.
But that's how valuable I think this stuff is, especially for middle-aged people. And, you know, he, as an older gentleman, like I can't ask him to go out and run. You know, to sit on a treadmill, like it's boring.
Right.
So I just want to share.
Or a bike.
Yeah, which is hard as hell.
I know.
But so I just want to kind of explore a little bit and teach people about it a little bit so there's a better understanding as to what we're doing and how much cardiovascular benefit comes from this style of training. I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
So
obviously.
Yeah. And what I like about it is like HIIT training, for example, crazy demanding on the system, especially the nervous system, wipes you out.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do. Traditional weight training is great, but it doesn't challenge the heart enough. But, you know, and so like this combines both at the same time. And what I love about it is you get through the workout, you don't necessarily sweat a whole lot.
Right.
Sometimes you do, but like not everyone does.
Yeah.
But you're getting such a massive benefit on both cardiovascular development and also muscle mass.
I find this funny that I've been doing this with you for how long, and this is the first time
Yeah,
understanding of this.
Yeah, but so for you, we call it the fat loss protocols. Okay. So whenever I tell you we're doing a fat loss phase,
you're calling me a fatty, basically.
Pretty much, but no, I would never do that. But like, so that's what we're doing is a version of peripheral heart action. There's a million ways to build the programming up, but there are some key variables to what you're doing. And as I talk about it today, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I totally understand that. So the biggest thing with peripheral heart action, I wrote out a bunch of notes, but let's start with the basics. Okay, so peripheral heart action training is a style of resistance training where you alternate exercises between the upper and lower body in a continuous sequence. And so how we'll structure these is sometimes we'll do 2 in a row, sometimes we'll do up to 4 in a row.
Right.
And what it is, you're sequencing a upper body movement, or I always start with lower body, the lower body movement, and then you go right to an upper body movement with short rest periods in between. Sometimes like my gentleman, his name is Randy, like right now his programming is he's going 4 exercises in a row where he goes a lower body to an upper body to a lower body to an upper body.
Right.
And these actions, they're controlled actions. So like if we're squatty, right? It's like 3 or 4 seconds down, fast up. So we're controlling the tempo. It's generating more lactic acid by doing that with a controlled tempo, but also protecting the joints. But what happens is we're training the squat. Blood is starting to pool to the legs to basically bring nutrients and things like that because the demand is getting harder on the legs to try to get through the work, that exercise.
Right.
As soon as we're done, we go right to an upper body movement. And now we start training the upper body the same fashion, controlled movement. So we're protecting the joints, ramping up lactic acid. But now the blood is being forced to the upper body. And then we finish that exercise. Now we go to another lower body exercise. So now the blood's being pushed back to the lower body. And then we go to an upper, and it gets pushed back to the upper body. So what's happening is you're basically creating this wave of blood flow going back and forth in the body, which is huge for things like the capillary beds, the vascular system. It's really training the vascular system more than anything. Can help with endothelial lining of the heart, helps with the amount of blood the heart starts to pump. Zone 2 exercise is so good because it's called the cardiac output effect. It allows for more blood to pump over time each time the heart beats. This does the same thing. So it's creating that cardiac output effect, so where your heart starts pumping more blood with each beat as it's responding and developing in the fashion of the peripheral heart action realm.
Okay.
So it's really good. So it really, again, the vascular system, the circulatory system. So we're helping the body push the blood through the body and become better and more efficient at it. So, and as you're going about the workouts, the heart and the blood vessels are being pushed harder and harder, and that's where the developmental effect of the cardiovascular system comes into play. So benefits from this style of training is it brings resting heart rate down. It brings blood pressure down. It improves the capillary development. So you actually create more of a vascular bed for better heart response. So you're getting all the benefits of cardiovascular development, but you're doing it while you're lifting weights.
Right.
So we're also getting the muscular development and the strength development. Now, not as much as if we're doing traditional weightlifting. So if your goal is to get big and muscular, this isn't going to work for you.
Yeah.
But if your goal is I want to get toner, I want to be leaner, I want a little more muscle mass, and I want my body fat down, and I want cardiovascular benefit without wrecking my joints, we have just hit a home run.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I'm a really big fan of this. I thought you had a question.
I do have a question.
Oh.
I'm raising my little finger. Is that why months back, I don't even remember when it was, we were having a conversation about, I was saying it's been years since I've done a spin class, since after I stopped teaching and all that. And you said, I think you'd be fine. Is that why?
Yeah.
Because of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I see this all the time, is you will go back to the spin class and it'll be very easy.
Because you have still been prior.
Because your cardiovascular system is so developed.
Okay.
Under load, which is much harder than not being under load. So to go do that, you would crush it.
Because didn't you have one of your students of the weight room do that?
Yeah.
And was surprised, right?
Surprised how easy it was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, I don't do spin classes. I've done them a couple times.
Right.
And I've always been amazed. I'm like, that was really easy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what the hype is about it, because everyone's
People
like,
love dancing on a bike.
oh yeah, that part was hard for me. I was super uncoordinated, but like the effort level, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, that wasn't hard.
Right. Right.
But I get it. Like the music and the lights and that, it was very entertaining. Forgot about life for the hour, but from an effort level, it just wasn't horrifically hard.
Right.
So,
well, how often do you rotate this in? Is it like every few months?
it depends on the person I'm working with.
Okay.
If it's
okay, for me, for example.
Oh, for you, I every 9 to 12 weeks I'll work a cycle.
Okay.
You have such a good base of it.
How can you tell that?
Because we've trained for so long.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of times I'll spend the first 6 months with a new client going through all kinds of variations of peripheral heart action development.
Okay.
And then once I get them to the place where they're happy with their body fat percentage, like they're well adapted and really good at it, then I'll get away from it and go to more traditional style of training.
Okay.
So you're at that point where we do a lot of traditional accumulation intensification, trying to build some muscle mass, trying to build some strength.
Yeah.
So I'll run usually through 2 cycles of that, and then I'll bring in a body comp to make sure that we never lose that good base that you have.
I see. Okay.
But like Randy, the first 6 months of our training, we started with very basic German body comp systems, and we worked him to really advanced. And then I moved him into, so now this last 6 months, he's done the same thing. 2 phases of accumulation intensification, and then a body comp.
Got it. Okay.
2 phases of accumulation intensification, then a body comp. Because I don't want him to lose the cardiovascular development that he has where he's at. So you can think of it like this. Traditional weight training is like training individual rooms in a house.
Is like what?
Training is like training individual rooms of your house.
Training individual rooms.
Yeah, you know how it's like, it's back and buys, it's chest and tries.
Rooms of your house.
Yeah, yeah.
You're likening our body to a house. Got it.
But peripheral heart action training is like upgrading the whole plumbing system.
Ah, okay. Got
right?
it.
So that's kind of the differences. Where with one side, we're just focused on one room, this room.
Okay.
Now we're going to go upgrade this room. Where peripheral heart action training is, we're upgrading the whole plumbing system of the whole house.
Got it.
Yeah. And within that, we're a little bit of this room, a little of that room.
I see.
But the plumbing system is dramatically being enhanced.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this is why, especially with my, my middle age, anybody that wants to get lean, fit, but doesn't want to get bulky, it's always this style of training. There's not enough.
All the time? You would do that all the time?
I will still mix some phases in if I hypertrophy intense. You can't do peripheral heart action training all the time.
Okay.
But for the first 6 months, I have so many variations of it that can build on itself that we can get through 6 months straight of it.
Okay.
And the outcome is really good. I mean, if this guy comes out of cardiac rehab and we start in 6 months, and I mean, if any of you, like, you'll be shocked when you see him. I mean, like, and he's gone from 198 pounds after surgery, like, I think he's 185 now.
Wow.
And he's strong,
That's
like
awesome.
all those things. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. But now if you've never done it, the first week can be pretty hard because of the lactic acid buildup and the shifting of the blood flow throughout the body. People can get a little nauseous, a little lightheaded. because the body has to adapt to the lactic acid buildup. So I never tell someone to start with 4 exercises in a row. That's an advanced example. So typically, for example, the first workout would be supersets. So just 2 exercises. So for example, we go a back squat for 10 to 12 reps, 3 seconds down, 1 up. Take up to 60 seconds rest, and then go to like a pull down. Same thing, 10 to 12 reps. Take, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds rest, go back to the squat. You do 3 rounds of that. And then you take a little longer break, and then we go into the second grouping. Now would be like a hamstring curl to a bench press.
Right.
Same thing, 3 rounds of that, 30 to 60 second rest. Another thing you can do is you kind of start with 60-second rest between exercises. Week 2, keep the same weights, but drop your rest to 45 seconds. Week 3, same weight, but drop the rest to 30 seconds. That would be considered progressive overload. The weight stays the same. Yeah, the weight stays the same. Everyone thinks progressive overload is weight's got to get more and more. No, you can stay the same weight, cut your rest periods back. You're going to get a progressive overload response on the system. So that would be an example of like where you would start. And you could pick 3 to 4 groupings that way. If you're super new to it, you haven't trained a lot, I'm going to tell you right now, 3 groupings is plenty.
Yes.
If you've been training and you want to challenge the system a little bit, okay, you can go 4 groupings.
Yeah.
But, I just started kind of doing a system like this because I hadn't done it for a long time. It's hard for me. I mean, the first week was really rough. And I just started with 3 groups of 2. And it wasn't pretty. The weights were super light. It was really hard for my system. But, progressively now I'm much better. But the first week's always the roughest. You got to get through it.
Sure.
And then after that, it's just, you can just gradually build on it. So, for example, that would be in a way of now we got 3 exercises or 2 exercises per group. Another example is you could emphasize lower body and go 3 exercises. So a lower body exercise to an upper body exercise to a lower body exercise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So now we're getting peripheral heart action training, but more emphasis on development of the legs. You could also go upper body to a lower body to an upper body. Now you're getting peripheral heart action with more emphasis on the upper body. You could honestly go, like we talked about, 4 exercises in a row. Where you go lower, upper, and then take a break. And you can build sets and reps and rest periods. All these things can be built in place. So it's this thing that it's been around forever. It kind of got tossed aside as boring, but it has been proven to be incredibly effective. There was even a gentleman, Goja or something like that. What was his name? Bob, last name is G-A-J-D-A, Gada, Bob Gada. He was actually a Mr. America winner. He used this style of training to help prepare him for Mr. America. The original guy discovered was Dr. Arthur Steinhaus in the 1960s. And then Bob Gada kind of really went and developed it. So there's lots of tie to it. But
what's interesting, Brad, is I've done this and I never question why. And it's very interesting I think if a lot of your clients, if they're like me, they don't want to have to think. It's just they roll in and you're going to do the thinking for us. And you've, written out the programs for us, which is the beauty of working with you. Or with Jay, for that matter. And, then but I had no idea that was what it was all about. That's great.
It's really cool. But so by alternating exercises this way, you create a consistent cardiovascular demand within a resistance workout.
Right.
So we're training the cardiovascular system within a weightlifting workout. And the result is improved conditioning without sacrificing muscle. Most cardio types of programs sacrifice muscle. Lots of cardio puts you in a catabolic breakdown state. You will sacrifice muscle in regards for weight loss. So if the goal is to maintain or enhance muscle mass a little bit, maintain strength, which I think those are 2 of the most critical things. Tough universities show those are the top 2 predictors of longevity. So I think you should focus on muscle mass and strength if the goal is to live a long time. So you're getting that plus the cardiovascular development. Now, your scale weight's not going to drop as dramatically as if you just went out and did a bunch of cardio because we're maintaining and holding on to the muscle mass.
Sure.
But your body composition is going to change a lot. So what's interesting is that I'll give you an example of how powerful this is. So I started this. I've been on it 8 weeks now. And I also implemented a microdose of retatrutide. Because I want to see how that works. I'm just doing 0.5 milligram twice a week. In 8 weeks, my weight has not changed, but I have lost 6.5% body fat.
Wow.
And I'm basically doing the Peripheral Heart Action training twice a week, and then a third workout of an upper body, just traditional workout.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
I'm
great.
not doing cardio. I'm not doing anything else.
Right.
My blood pressure's coming down. My resting heart rate's coming down. I mean, hereditary is helping with my inflammation.
Sure.
But the combination is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I like about it is that you can enhance athleticism with it as well. So I love to use this with my athletes when they come in, and if they're a little out of shape, their body fat's up a little bit, I love to start them with this style of training. And you can make it very athletic. You can pull in power cleans and push presses and, very athletic movements as well. So if you're someone that is middle-aged but still loves to do things like tennis, pickleball, surfing, you like to be active, skiing, but you want all the benefits, we can build that in as well. Like I have a gentleman right now doing this, loves pickleball, play tennis, loves pickleball, crazy knee injury. Had a hard time getting around the court.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gone from, I think he's lost like 30 or 40 pounds.
Wow.
All via this style of training. Yes, he's also using retatrutide at microdose. I'm not going to leave that out because I think it's very beneficial. Yeah. But he's telling me now that people are noticing, wow, you're moving a lot better. Like you're getting the balls that you're not used to be able to get to. Yeah. So with the bad knee. So we can really bring in a lot of benefit into these style of workouts. And so I think it's super valuable. Yeah. It's from a time consuming standpoint, it's very easy to get in.
A lot of bang for your buck.
A lot of bang for your buck. Are you going to get big and muscular on it? No.
Well, most women don't want to.
Most women don't want to, and most middle-aged guys don't want to.
Oh, right.
Really just the younger guys don't want that.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Do you ever do it with Quinn? Or not so much because she's...
Not so much because she's more of a power athlete.
Okay.
I believe, I don't remember without looking back at all her notes, but I may have mixed it in periodically for body composition stuff. Especially when she's been doing the reset. Because the other thing I like about the style of training is it's not hard on the nervous system. So what I mean by that is like if you go to a hard HIIT workout, when it's over, you're like, holy shit, I am wiped out. With a Peripheral Heart Action workout, it was hard, but you actually feel pretty good when it's over. You have more energy than normal. So I think that's kind of...
So if someone is interested in learning more about this, they can reach out to you and Jay.
Or if they want to experience it, the weight room is built off of this model.
I love it.
Yeah, so
should give a code if people want to come try it.
The first workout's free already on there. Okay. Yeah, so the weightroom.us, and the first workout has the code on there, so you can come try it out for first workout for free.
Excellent.
So the main focus of this, it's about protecting muscle, supporting metabolism, maintaining and enhancing heart health, preserving joints, and managing time.
Love it.
Peripheral Heart Action hits all 5 of those.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm saying a lot today, and I don't have to do that. I have so many notes here.
Speaker Brad knows not to do that.
I know, and I'm doing it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so just to hit home on the big cardiovascular benefits of this, it improves stroke volume, circulatory efficiency, and endothelial function. And all of this is happening without the repetitive, why are you laughing at me?
I was looking at Caesar. Sorry. Outtake number 2.
What did I say?
Ahead. Nothing, you didn't know.
Stroke volume.
Stroke volume?
I looked at
He goes like this. He goes.
It improves stroke volume. If you're worried about stroke volume, bam, Peripheral Heart Action. You got it.
I have a very dirty mind.
Yeah. So what's nice about this is you're strengthening the heart through muscular demand, not impact, meaning impact like jogging, like repetitive impact.
Right.
If you're concerned about blood pressure or heart health, that's a massive win.
For sure.
So that was it.
Love it.
Great for the metabolism, great on joints, easy on the nervous system. Oh, some common concerns I get. I don't think this is intense enough for me.
Oh.
Trust me, if it's programmed properly, it's intense enough.
Yes.
If it's not intense enough, you probably need to be using heavier loads or be on a more challenging Peripheral Heart Action system, meaning that you're probably starting too low of a demand level. Am I too out of shape for this? No.
Yeah.
Randy, as soon as he came out of cardiac rehab, we started him on a low level. And that's actually after a quadruple bypass surgery.
Crazy.
So I'm on a very low level demanding one right now. It's all about adaptation over time.
Sure.
That whole progressive overload thing. This is progressively overloading the cardiovascular system. So it's about building it up over time.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be heavy. It's controlled. You control the rest periods. You control the weight load. So any type of initial splits of like an upper body exercise to a lower body exercise is going to start to create that wave response to the blood pressure. So you don't have to kill yourself with it is my favorite thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is actually very good timing because I think I told you that just the other day someone asked me what I did for my cardio.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I guess I don't do anything.
You
But
have
now
a very developed cardiovascular
okay, well now I'm proud of that now.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
So when the tigers and the bears are chasing me, I'll be okay.
You'll be just fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Even when I used to work with a lot of like UFC fighters, we did a
Did you? Because they have to be so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And think about with like a fighter, like road work is great. Like running is great.
Right.
But as soon as they're locked up with someone and that person's weight's on them, the diaphragm is locked down, it's a completely different ballgame.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about this style of training is it's locking the diaphragm down as you're doing things. And we can mix in like modified strongman works, like tank pushes, farmer carries, things like that. But it trains the cardiovascular system in a much higher demand because when the diaphragm's locked down, you can't take full breaths.
Right.
Just like, same thing with my football players, like they're in contact with a lot of times. So running doesn't equate to a better, more cardiovascular developed sport-specific scenario when you're tangled up with someone else, you're dealing with someone else's body weight.
Yeah.
So that's the other benefit this gives. It's a lot more challenging that way. And it creates more lactic acid response, which when you're tangled up with someone else, you're using your muscles, so you're generating a lot more lactic acid. So this system also helps you buffer the lactic acid more efficiently.
All good things.
Yeah.
All good things.
I think that's it for my notes.
Yes. That was fabulous. Very
I need to not do this. I have like pages of notes and I get lost as I'm talking. I'm like, I'm 3 pages ahead. I'm trying to catch up.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but
That's all right.
I think I got all the most important stuff in that I wanted to get across.
Excellent.
Any other questions on peripheral heart action?
No.
So it's traditionally known as peripheral heart action. My favorite variation is the German body comp systems that Charles Poliquin built.
Yes.
I love that stuff. And if you're an athlete, his athletic German body comp trainings, you can Google those. So you can find examples of them online.
That's great.
They're really good.
Sweet. Wonderful. Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome. We'll wrap it up there.
Yes.